Today is a big day, so I will show you my sketchbook. It's not finished yet. It still has like something like 20 pages in it, but it's very dear to me as it is the most truthful sketchbook and most sentimental sketchbooks I've ever had. I'll show you how many of these I have. These by these I mean like specifically, what's the reference? I forgot. Just wait. Alright, here are my very dusty, crunchy sketchbook. I think the oldest one is from 2020. Yeah, they're all really old at some point. They're these sketchbooks, precisely. And they're like, how do I say it? They have a specific number, like this is like second tome, while this is the first one. And when I can, I put it on the side here. And some of them have a reference to Gravity Falls with the hand behind it, because why not? I hated this one because it's so small. What the fuck do you do with something this small? Okay. They all generally all have Death Note written to it, because I thought that obviously a black sketchbook owned by a teenager had to be a reference to a Death Note. And what's funny too, that usually I make people sign. So they sign in a Death Note. That's the funny thing. I won't be opening all of them tonight because I do not want to be traumatized. But I will show you what the latest one that I still did not finish has in it. How do people put their phone up? Like I'm recording with my computer so that I have a better sound, so it's recording with my headset. But this is my setup. He's nice to worry. But how the fuck do I put my phone to like show the art? Because obviously if I get the sound right, I cannot get the camera right. And I'm fucking raging right now. But how the hell? Like even with a big ass like tripod, how do people do it? Because it wouldn't be like, oh, maybe just a small tripod. But I have zero budget for this, so we're gonna figure something out. I am very intelligent and I figured something out. Okay, so here's the famous Death Note. Here's the first page. You can see all of the signatures and a little bit of a sticker. Talking about stickers, transitions are good today. This is a envelope that my best friend gifted me many years ago. She gifted these many years ago, and they're about her, about many things that I love. This is just math. Yeah, and they're about me because I'm special, and also because this is one of my OCs, by the way, and because I'm an Undertale fan. Yeah, and they're really dear to me, so I keep them here. And even when I've used the sticker, I still keep the sticker paper and put it in an other envelope. And the clip is so that when you, I mean, depends on the how recent your sketchbook is, but basically if I want to draw on this page, this one like goes all over the place, and if I want to keep it in place, I'll just put a clip. Maybe that's just basic sense, but I'm still explaining that, okay? Leave me alone. Also have some light. I'm Jesus, by the way. Okay, we put this down. Alright, so these are a lot of signatures. We have them here as well. This was one of my favorite artists doing this at a Paris convention called Paris City Pop. We love them. Okay, the first page is just a drawing at some museum. No, I think this was in the train. And it was just a Pinterest photo. I don't use Pinterest that often, to be honest. I don't really use references very often, which is sometimes bad because I get things wrong, but you know what? We don't care. This sketchbook is getting kind of old because this was when I tried doing my design school applications on debut of 2024, and I had to design things to create and then send the project to the school. So I did perspectives. I wanted to do like a chair that was super special, super innovative. I do believe that if this would have covered, I would probably never buy it, but it's okay. And a bus stop, because obviously we take the bus. And during the gay pride in Paris, I actually went up on one of those and noticed that they already had a solar system. I'm sad, okay? Leave me alone. These were in the metro. I guess this is just math, or like me explaining perspective to a friend, I believe. He was just like little anecdote, you will get those out of the way. But he was just like going up the stairs and I was like going down the stairs to take the metro, and he had such a mustache. And when I say that, it was so pointy. He was so distinguished. Anyway, drawings. I probably made those in class. Same goes here. This is my original character. Her name is Judy. She's been following me for many years now. Still my baby. I love her. We love her. I love drawing hearts, by the way. Like, you can see it right here. I love them. Some kind of poetry. You will see that I have two red bics. I have one, the first one, it works very well, and the second one that actually fucking exploded. Don't know how. It looks like it's blood though. Yeah. And whenever I use this pen, it's where I'm pulling emotions genuinely, or making poetry or something, right? But that's something that comes really deeply to me. I don't use a criterion or something that I could use every day. I use this, and it cannot be any other red ball paint. Bold paint? No, it cannot be any other ball pen. It has to be this one, okay? And I used to have two, but the second one exploded, so yeah. Judy, love her. Waiting for you down. I forgot about this. This was a little character that a friend of mine did. He was my friend during high school, but then he became kind of bitch, so I stopped doing that. Petit Bonhomme is bad now. We hate him. I showed this to my best friend when she was sleeping over, and she was like acting like a grammar teacher that was so disappointed because I made like an error on the apostrophe. But I love this. We love geometric things. You will see this often as well because when I paint, I tend to have a kind of fixation on how to use as less paint as possible. And in everything I do, I tend to always ask myself how I use as less resources as I can. And so when I have like too much paint, I cannot throw it away. Like, who does that? So I just slam it on my sketchbook and there you have it. So usually I don't let the pages dry and I just close it because I'm like impatient. And then they stick together and it's infernal to get it. Probably another project. Oh yeah, this was like, how do you say it in English? Option art plastique. When I was in high school, we missed those days. Now this is Chiro by Billie Eilish. There's a reel on my Instagram page on this because I love it. And the drawing itself is weird. It's the vision I have, even though it's not specific enough, but it is the vision I have when I listen to the song. So yeah. And this was in the train because when I was visiting my friends in like the northern part of France, Bretagne, to say the things, I was listening that I had like 3 hours of train, and while those 3 hours were passing, I was listening to just straight up anatomy class, but like the very specific kinds. So yeah. More of Judy, we love her. More of Petit Bonhomme, we don't like her. This is Isilde that has drawn this. She's a very talented friend of mine. And yeah, she drew that. We love her style. It's very juicy. This is Isilde that I drew. I absolutely did not make an error on her name. And this is just straight up blue. I think I actually love this. Like, you can see how it's just so complimenting it. But then there's just straight line. I love it. I'm a big fan. Oh, that's so stupid. Explain to some of my friends how does engineering work in France works. Sorry. And basically, either you go to university, you get the test, you go to engineering college, kinda, or you go to prépa, like CPGU, and you have 2 years instead of 3, and you still get the test, get ranked, and go to college eventually. Yes, this is Judy's girlfriend. Her name is like beyond understanding, including my understanding. She's really cute. And yeah. We will see also this often, as I always like work with music. At least I draw with music a lot. And so I will just put like little notes and the name of the song I will put on repeat. It's written après le calme. Vient la tempête. And usually it's like après la tempête vient le calme, meaning in English, after the storm comes calm. What do we have here? Oh yeah, there were a couple in like the metro in Paris, and it was the most beautiful woman I've ever encountered with the most basic man. So yeah. And it's written Désolé mon chat, mais avec tes jolis yeux, je ne suis pas à ta disposition. I forgot who this was for, It's basically meaning sorry, babe, even with your beautiful eyes, I'm not really yours. This is just straight up physics. Yeah, this is just straight up gay people. Calligraphies, but nah, nah. I now write in Russian because I'm trying to learn Russian because it's cool. And also one of my biggest flex is that I can read like the how is it called? Why do people like Cyrillic alphabet? And I also learned the Korean alphabet, and I tried learning the Arabic alphabet, but it is hard. Lord. And I forgot the Korean alphabet eventually because it has been very much time since I've ever like used it. So yeah, but one thing that I love is that when people go through my sketchbook without me wanting or even when I want to, they cannot read all of the events because they can't read that. So it's still mine, but I can still show my art to people. What the fuck was that? But they can't like get the bad part of the depressed, emotionally sensible person I am. I love this. It's very graphic. I love this one. It's just like running away from a bad dream, but then there's teddy bear, so you're all right. I love it. This is my project of a room I would like to have. It's really cute, very artsy, very colorful. I mean, it's this in my mind, okay? Bear with me. Yeah, I just love it. I love the composition too. It's really nice. This was Memories at the Pride. Ooh. It's getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This was helped my drawing professor in an intensive like week of drawing I did at Les Beaux-Arts de Paris, and she was just the best teacher I ever had. She was a sociologist, and she was just the best thing that ever happened to me. Like genuinely, she was so nice and so freed. And she was also double my age, so that's a bonus, but I just love her. So I wrote her like poems and shit, and she's just lovely. This is not about taking a nude for my OnlyFans, it's about, because I don't have OnlyFans, I'm sorry to disappoint you. These were just ideas of like postures of photos that I could use in a photo shoot with my friend, and we actually did take the photos and they are on my Instagram page. And this was at my uncle's place when I was with my best friend, and we were just listening to songs and we didn't know what to listen to eventually, so I just found random playlists, and this one was a woman in a pretty dress, and she was a very pretty woman, and she was like dancing to salsa, and she was like playing with the records, she was kind of DJing the thing, and she was really nice, very beautiful, so I drew her. And this one, it's really cute. And this was a kind of project for a drawing that I did make, though it's on this part of the wall, so you won't see it, I'm sorry. These were the splatters I was talking about. And I did like play my sketchbook before like doing this video. So I did separate them, but they were pain in the assholes. And you see these marks, it's because they fucking like stuck together. Venting kinda, but it also me like saying I just love bread and cream cheese, basically. Naked men fighting. there was like Olympic Games in Paris. I had the biggest chance in the world because I could go, thanks to my stepdad, and we loved that. These were out climbing, and it was just beautiful. Really, it was feminine climbing, but not the blocks kinda, and it was really really cool. And people were really like encouraging, and they were all happy to be there. That showed in the crowd, and I love that. Love that. These are the result of me playing at the beach with a good friend of mine, and we were just playing in the water. It was really, really like cool. It was a nice day. I had a brilliant idea to just see a rock and be like, I'm gonna climb that bitch up. And so I did, but eventually at this sea, the rock had like little bits and parts of like, I don't even know, like, shit, how you say it? Okay, so Google says to me that it's called crustacean, of course. And they were like, but the ones with the shield though, and they were really small and on the rock, but they had like they were a bit broken sometimes, so it made them like sharp and all, and so it fucking ruined my legs, and I was fucking bleeding in salty water, so I was in lots of pain. But I love that. It was a really beautiful day, and I felt beautiful, and it was so cool that I drew it. And yes, I played with beadworks, and I may be 5-year-old in my head, but at least I am happy, okay? This is more Jodie. We love her. But this isn't Jodie. This was with Isilde in my stepdad house. We were staying in for vacation, and yeah, I think it's really cool. It's from the movie Mary and the Witch's Flower. I watched it when I was a kid, and I rewatched it with Isilde. It was really nice. We loved the animation. And so I did a little drawing, and then I did this drawing, and I love it. And I did this drawing, and it's so badass. And I did this drawing, and it just straight up my stepdad like sleeping at the beach. And I did this drawing, it's just my mom watching me bathe in this much water at the beach. It was really fun. Because I was in full, like, I have t-shirts and shorts to go into the water because I don't like it otherwise. And yes, I was like kind of fully clothed in this much water, just laying on the sand. So it was really fun, and my mom was like, I am watching you, kid. You shall not drown. Like, girl, my goodness. She was really nice. We love her. And her bike, which was like 25 years old, broke down. And 25 years old for a bike is pretty old, but his name was The Young, translated. So it's really funny. This was after watching Chunking Express with Isilde still, but I only watched Chunking Express because I didn't know it was supposed to be a trilogy with Waiting for Love and another movie. So we understood fucking nothing to the movie, and we were just criticizing the scenario all the time before we were doing like our searches and being like, something happened before, of course. This was a project for the room I have in my stepdad's apartment. More mathematics because I'm trying to learn how to derivate. How sexy. More Russian, more blue. Gay people. This is from Arcane. This was way before the season 2 came up. And yeah, it's written She Owns Me For Real, and these are Vi's eyes. We love this. At least I do. September 2024, to situate you. This is my bathroom, though I don't have bricks. Oh, do I? But they don't look like bricks, so they're not bricks. They're fake ass bricks. Yeah, I'm trying to look at my body in the skirt, because I did buy a skirt, but I have to wear it now. But what if? I don't know what's gonna happen, but like it's weird to have a skirt. Like, to me, I'm just a boy, but I'm just not a boy, so I can't wear a skirt even if I'm a boy. Gender does not exist. It was invented by capitalists to sell 2 times more toys. Hope you know that. More poems, more Russian, and me throwing up, because it's 6 years, of course. No comments. I just love these. This one is Gucci. One sec. This one is Gucci. I love it. This one was on my birthday, and I can't even remember what I wrote. And this was me motivating myself, because like, I will be free. Even if you can see me win, yet I will. We love confidence, baby. This was the complete opposite of that. This was my engineering teacher. Like, in France, when you go through prépa, you have to go like to do those oral tests. Like, one depends on the subject, but twice a month or like 3 times a month for each subject. And when I did it, you don't always get your professor as the evaluator, but this time it was, and I had so much empathy for that guy. I don't know why. He's just a cutie. He's a girl's, I swear. But he looked at me with such disappointment because I didn't learn my lesson, quite literally. And like, I started crying because I was like, no, I cannot make you proud of me. But then we had to go through like many exams because of him, and like homework that was 22 questions long. And when I tell you, I had to go through like 2 days to end up that shit. I have no more empathy now. Projects for painting. I hate how I draw my mouth. And purple, because apparently I drew with purple. And oh, this was in Spain. 2024. I traveled, baby. I'm rich. Slay. This was in the hotel, but they did not put the name of the painting, so I don't know the name of it. I just know it was from Velázquez. And it was at the museum. I speak very broken Spanish, but it works very well. There's just this time I ordered a cafe and got a beer. Otherwise, my Spanish is good, okay? So I could ask the museum people if I could sit there in the most inconvenient spot ever and then start drawing. And they were like, people are gonna walk over you, you know that? And I was like, también. Omar. A lion, which was really so fucking hard to draw, and people were so disturbing around me. Like, they would just stop, look at the lion, not me, but the lion, and then go away, or like get in front. Some people were here to photograph the lion. It was under a table in the middle of nowhere in the museum. Nobody does that, but they still, like, there was me, there was the table, there was the lion, and they would just go here, stop themselves, take a picture, appreciate the moment, but of course, and then go. And it was just like, do this. Ooh, this was in the train. I did buy a lot of online conferences. I hope that's how you say it. People talking to you on one specific subject. And then I also take notes because I paid, bitch. I better memorize it. So yeah. And then more drawings at the museum. I love her. I love this one too. Because the colors are so not the ones I had in my backpack. I had blue and red, and it was literally like black, green, and orange. More drawings at the museum in Madrid. Those are really cool. This was Tate McCurry. This was like, I don't know. This is cool, this is cool. Just meh. This is me rambling about how much my back fucking hurts all the time. This is Judy and the girlfriend. This is cute. This is less cute. I'm trying to do realism because I haven't for a while. And I used to be very good at it, but not right now. This is cringe. I don't like it. No. I like it. I like that. Oh, this was when I was like doing my coloration for my hair, because before it was red. I'm sorry, I wasn't born with red hair. It was brown actually, and I just had a coffee, and I had no pen, but I did take my sketchbook that day, so I didn't know what to do with it, so I just asked for a coffee. She gave me a coffee, and then boom, Jetty. OMG, I have red hair. I look like Vi. I have depression. I'm the same as Vi. Cannot read that word. Yeah. But this is just about Arcane and how the season 2 just changed my life, as did the season 1. Rambling, and then these are the mountains and the things I drew in my last video. This is me rambling about relationships with my family, and these are the last 2 I made. You can see it through SketchBook Tour, because I still use the sketchbook to nominate it for SketchBook Tour. I hate it because I made it too wide, like especially this part, and maybe this part too, it needs to be slimmer. And this is for the project I have for the freaking door that I talked about, but I don't know how I like put on my videos, if I put it in order or not. But I have this project in school, and it's getting so fucking tiring, and I did the biggest drawing I'm supposed to do, but I hate it. So yeah. And we have this left, and yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for listening to me rambling about my life. I hope this gets more than 3 views, maybe 4, who knows. Have a nice day, have a nice night, and see you in another time.